The stupid little elves are back.
They're not back in my house.
If you've got elves in your house, oh my goodness me. That's all I'm going to say.
The elves haven't made us a visit.
Don't lock the door. Don't
invite them.
I'm telling you now, they are
a menace. Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
We missed a week.
We did.
Yeah, we've both been ill though.
I've been ill. I still feel
You're
shit.
still like,
yeah.
Just
well, I was
recovering.
all right. I felt fine yesterday, and now this morning I'm like, I feel ill again.
Yeah.
But I'm all right. I'm all right. We're here.
No, it's been tough. Like we had the sickness bug. So it's either the sickness bug or this horrible flu thing.
Yeah.
Liam's adamant he had both.
Oh, of course.
Obviously. But yeah, it's wiping people out.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard a lot. I've noticed, obviously, with my appointments, people switching and changing and stuff like that. And we've had it, whatever. And a lot of the family have had it. I don't think I've had it that bad. It's just more of a feeling for me.
Yeah.
But today I actually took a paracetamol and I don't take anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm feeling it today.
Yeah.
I'm more making an excuse that it's the weather because I'm like, no, I'm not ill.
I've had that. That's not coming back because I have had a few people say like, I've got it again.
Don't, please, because I'm like, I didn't really have it that bad. So I'm like, I had it, but I'm all right. Felt a bit shit, but today I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, because most people are bed bound. Like,
I don't feel like I've been like that. I've just been like, feeling sorry for myself more than anything. But we've still done bits. We did our
pottery.
Our Christmas pottery
tradition.
I nearly said making then, but I know I'm going to get told off.
No, we painted it. So we picked the stuff off a shelf that was already pre-made, and then we painted it.
Yeah,
because we're not allowed to say that we didn't make it.
Yeah, I kept saying we're going pottery making, and then Mitch was like, "Oh wow,
no, you're not."
And then everyone realised we didn't actually make the pots. We just, or whatever we had, we just painted them.
So yeah, we did it for us girls, didn't we? So you did the salt and pepper shaker, and I made didn't make a plate. I painted a plate. God,
see?
And then we took the kids back. So we did a little Christmas thing. So
really good.
Like you say, getting the tree out and hanging all the ornaments back on. I didn't
lovely.
realise how many like homemade things that I've got.
And how much it makes up your tree.
Home painted.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Crafted, painted.
But like even
Stuck
things
together.
that Kaysen had made at nursery, and then we've started to pick up like baubles from places we've been. So when we went on our family holiday in February, I bought like a palm tree from Jamaica, a bauble from Puerto Rico or Costa Rica.
I love that.
So a couple of them, not every stop, but we did a couple.
But that's
and
what
me
it's
and Liam
about.
got one when we went to Arizona last year. So yeah, we've got a few.
It is nice, and it is nice getting them out and looking, and then people looking on them. Because obviously, I think I said before, I get the one made every year of on a like it's like a flat bauble, should you say?
Yeah.
Of a picture of the three kids and the dog in front of the tree. You know, like so every year.
You can see them growing.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah. And then when I first ever got them done, I got, say, like 10 of loads of different memories with different people, like my nan and granddad at Christmas and things like that, you know, like that sort of thing of the kids. So we did our Christmas pottery painting, which was really good.
It was fun.
We haven't gotten back yet, but I've seen a picture because I just love the change.
Yeah, because it's all like faded pastel-y colours, and then it comes back solid colours.
I kept saying that to Lexi. Just remember, this is not the colour. Remember, this is not the colour.
The greens that most of us use are really dark.
Yeah.
They didn't look like that.
No.
But
it was good. It was so good.
Yeah, because Lexi did a play. Me and you did a little snowman, and I did a little Christmas tree. Kaysen did like a 3D Christmas tree that's going to go on, and I think George did a star. Remy Ray and Morgan did them
gonk things.
Yeah, I thought they were gnomes, but
I would have said
gonks.
Yeah.
I thought okay.
Yeah.
Mabel did a Christmas tree plate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good.
It was good. It was a good time. It was
time
nice.
goes. It's like we were there for 2.5 hours.
We did it before though, and I was like that a bit with Lexi because I was like, Lexi, come on now, you need to.
The place is closing.
Yeah, you're just on your base colour now. Come on.
But no, it's a great little thing to do. And like I say that they're all like little memorable bits.
Yeah, they are.
Use,
like you say. Yeah,
she's got the plates. You can bring that out every year.
Yeah.
And I remember like she messed something up, and you were like, no, that makes it even better.
Yeah.
And then she had like an eye for the Christmas, and she did a fingerprint.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, that was it. I was like, it's good. If you mess this, this makes it all what it is. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be picture perfect or anything. It's just what you do, and that's how you do it. So yeah, no.
So yeah, we did that, and then we've both been to England.
Yes, we have.
So
God,
since the last time we recorded,
mine had to be a bit more of a secret because my mum had the idea, great idea, I'm joking, of doing 2 surprise parties for my dad, one over here and one in England. And so again, I had no real part of doing anything, to be fair. My cousin, my auntie, my brother, kind of took over and did everything. It was absolutely amazing. So obviously we were kind of went out. It was very different because we couldn't just turn up at my brother's house like we all normally would because my mum and dad were there. So it was sort of like not hiding, but sort of hiding. You know what I mean? It was like we couldn't really go in and see anyone. It was like when I was on holiday, you know, like in my own area.
Till the party.
Yeah. So the party was great. My dad was hugely surprised. Bless him. It was lovely to obviously for him to see everyone and celebrate. So that was nice.
Did you have a lot of you there?
Yeah, it wasn't as mad as I thought it was because you know what my lot like. My family are a bit crazy in their family parties. They was a bit.
That's all family parties.
Yeah, exactly. But it was good, and I think the more you look back at your videos and that, you think, oh yeah, it was lovely.
It's worth it. After, it feels like a bit of an ag, especially because you've done the surprise one here.
Yeah.
So to fly all of you back right before Christmas isn't the best of ideas.
Exactly. It was a lot.
It's worth it,
and it was lovely to see everyone, and we had our own little kind of, like I say, little mini holiday sort of thing. We went to town. We went to like the ball ring. I took Lexi to like the Sephora, and
I bet she loved that.
Yeah. So she looked all around, so excited. And but it was busy. You can imagine in the ball ring at this time of year, it was packed.
Yeah.
On a weekend, I think it was as well. But the boys the same. They went in like Sidemen shops. Like that sort of thing. You know.
Yeah. But it's novelty, isn't it? Because you don't get that here.
Yeah, and Lexi,
and it's a buzz there. When we shop here, like the boulevard can be busy, but like I say, it's not.
It was very different for them, and it was exciting. It was just new shops. It was all the bigger shops, obviously, that we don't really go in the city to, you know.
Yeah.
And then Lexi had wanted this jelly cat thing. I don't know if you know what it is.
I've heard.
It's just a teddy bear, basically. I'm not going to lie, it's a teddy bear. So the idea was getting one for Christmas, but instead of me just getting her a Christmas present, or if she was going to ask Father Christmas should bring her a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Because I'd seen that in the ball ring in Selfridges there was a full-on Jellycat shop area thing.
Oh,
I thought it would be better for her to have an experience, have a
that's
surprise.
Memorable.
Yeah, have an experience, and she'd remember that more of getting it, or even
in
her
5
first
years,
one.
She'll remember that more than she would. That's what she got.
It was a little bit like when we used to go and get our TYs.
Yeah.
Do you remember? So that sort of thing. So I told her she had a surprise, and she thought it was the Sephora because it was such a big thing, And then I took her down, and literally she was so overwhelmed. She was just literally didn't know what to choose, what to pick up. Bless her. But she did. She got her first Jellycat, so that was her experience. I had the party there, obviously for my dad with all our family. It was really lovely, really, really lovely. I had a really nice time. And then came back. The day we came back, we'd had an early flight anyway, and I'd promised the kids that I would do the tree the day we got back because it was the 1st of December, and everyone was putting it up like November, and I was really trying to hold it off.
Yeah.
So I promise you the 1st of December, the day we flew back. Literally, we've come in
after a busy couple of days.
Yeah, very busy couple of days, and come in, and I was just like, oh my god, I promised them this, but. Mitch got my ginger wine.
You got in the mood.
We put our music, our Christmas songs on. And do you know what? The kids did a lot of it. Like, they smashed it out, to be fair.
Oh, good.
Yeah, like, we did it together. But usually it ends up just me, like...
Oh, yeah. Like, the most I could get Kason to do this year on the tree was when I come back from England, I got him in the airport, little Lego baubles. Like 4 baubles with, like, Santa, the reindeer, snowman, and a present. So he, like, the day I got back, he made them, and then he kept asking to put them on. I'm like, you have to put them on last because of you have to put all the other bits on. So I did everything. And he put those last 4 baubles on.
Can I decorate it?
Yeah, that's
with my one.
Mum, you just do it.
No, mine did really well. Usually, to be fair, I am a bit more like, no, leave me. I'll do it.
I was going to say, I don't
worry.
mind.
They do have their own tree because of that. But no, they smashed it out. Like, they did everything really well. So, yeah, no, I was really actually happy. I was like, I'm really proud we did it, actually, coming back from England and doing it all. Don't get me wrong, my washing from England is still now piling up to the ceiling, but my tree's up. My tree's up, so there you go. So no, I had a good time, a really good time. But you went England?
I went to England around the same time,
Yeah,
I think.
it was more or less,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
so I went the day after my birthday. I went back to our London office.
Yeah.
So we had our work Christmas party, but I went 2 days early because the France team flew over to London as well, and I did a training, like a training day with them. Well, a day and a half of training. So yeah, day of all meetings and then training, but it's nice because you just get the vibe of the office.
I was going to say,
like,
it's because you're so used to working from home,
or going into an office with a couple of people.
Yeah, or screen, if you know
All
what I mean.
Screens, yeah.
Being there in a different country, atmosphere, office, surroundings, whatever it is that you're in. Do you know what I mean? I think it's loads of different people.
It was great because I've missed the last 2 Christmas parties. So when I joined this company, I went to the first one. Then the following year, I was just flying to America or just getting back from America, so I missed it. And then last year, I was technically on maternity leave, but they still invited me anyway. But me and Liam went to Arizona, so I missed it as well. Yeah. So I hadn't been for 2 years. So, but no, it was really nice. It was good to catch up, like say, with people in person.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people I speak to online, but it's so much better doing, especially training stuff and like work. So it's, nice to do things in person.
Nice, like you say, buzz, but work, professional, and then you've got your Christmas thing, which is still work, but it's a different vibe, isn't it? It's a lot more relaxed.
And this is
we're human, you know what I mean, kind of thing, isn't it? If that's what you feel like.
No, it was great because the office that I went to, they only moved to that in the last year or so I hadn't been to that office anyway. So that was in Farringdon. So yeah, it was like in a huge big building. We've got like one floor of however many floors is in this building. Really nice, cool office, and loads of people I don't even know because as like our company is the corporate side of the business, like helping businesses exchange money, and the private side helping individuals. So I'm on the private side. There's probably half of the people I have never even spoke to, have no idea who they are. But it's nice just to walk around. You've got like the marketing department, you've got the IT department, then you've got all the traders and all that.
I think it's
stuff.
nice to see it in real life.
It's nice to see it in real life, and like you say, you get that office kind of buzz, and buzz
for what you're working for and what you're doing, and going. I work.
Yeah,
I work for these.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm part of this.
Yeah. I think it's really cool, really nice office, huge like kitchen. They've got like all different teas and coffees and toast. I had Marmite on toast.
Sold me.
Yeah. And then we went to a few nice places for food, and then so I flew Wednesday, just went straight to my hotel because it was late in the evening. And then went to the office all day Thursday, went out for a curry and drinks with some of the guys that evening. Then the next day, again, half a day training, but then we kind of rocked off a little bit early. I just actually went back to my hotel room and just had like a nap and food, like, because it was a day and a half of me doing a lot of it. So it does catch up with me. I put so much energy into it. Even after our events, I get like a lot of the time, if I'm not careful, I get headaches. I just kind of chilled a bit, got ready, and then we had a lovely Christmas evening like meal. We had like drinks. It was a really fancy, I don't think it's a hotel because it's called something rooms, so I think it's just a really fancy building with lots of rooms for this kind of thing. So we had like
an event.
Yeah, exactly. Like for weddings, for parties, for corporate events and stuff. So, we had like drinks, and it's all really fancy dress. Yeah. So like, they kind of said it's black tie, but it's not black tie. Yeah. If you don't have a tuxedo, you don't have to buy one. No. But basically,
that's like the style of
dress to impress. I think was the official thing. Yeah, which is nice. I nearly last minute bought like an expensive dress, because I'd seen it and it was all sparkly and Christmassy, and I was like, oh, that looks nice. Again, I would never have bought it if I'd seen it on ASOS, but because an influencer that I follow in real life looked really smart, but no. I actually bought it, but for some reason my card didn't like it. And then I went to book it the next day, but then it was a day too late to get there. So then I was going to send it to the office, and I was like, this is just too much ag. I've got a dress with tags on it. Yeah, I had a dress that I'd bought in the summer with tags on to go to a wedding, but I didn't end up wearing it in the end. So I ended up just rocking up in a €20 on sale Zara dress.
I thought the red, was it red?
The red, it was like hot pinky red. So I was like, it feels too summery, but actually when I was there, it did look more red, and other people were wearing red because it's Christmassy. So mingled in. So we had the drinks, and we went in and had like a sit down 3-course meal. Nice. It's a pre-planned table plan, so obviously everyone don't know where they're sitting, and last minute everyone's checking. I was on the table with my boss, the CEO, the CFO, investors in our company. So like the top dogs of the
Merry
company.
Christmas and good night.
But no, it is great actually. We've got some really cool people that we work with.
But that's good. This is what I mean. You can sit with your bosses, your CEOs, whatever you want, and you get what you targets that you get for the business, and do what you do for your teams and the people that you train, and you get the results that you get. But at the end of the day, we are still human, and this is celebrating Christmas together, for God's sake. This is Christmas. This is nothing else.
And they do awards as well. So a couple of people got like awards because we all voted for people. I was sat next to I think he was head of compliance, so like all of our regulations and all stuff like that. So he went to the other room, and then the CEO comes sat next to me and spoke to me. But it's nice because it's like we are all normal people.
But obviously when it gets back to Monday, it's back to work and serious. And
well, I didn't hear any goss, and then I thought a lot of people were well behaved. I think a few people were told behave, after last year. But no, I didn't hear any goss. But then that kind of wrapped up by 11 because everything finishes. We started at 6. So 6 till 11, and then on the way back round the corner from my hotel, I clocked loads of people that stopped in a bar. So I ended up stopping and having a few drinks with some of them afterwards. So
it's nice. I love that.
And then flew back home the next day.
Nice. So it was a nice, productive, fun weekend. You know what I mean? Festive as well.
Yeah, it was really, really good. It always goes by so fast. So I was away for 3 nights, so it was a long time to like leave Liam and the boys. But they're all well taken care of, and like I say, I barely even spoke to them. I felt guilt. I think I only FaceTimed them once or twice because I'm like I'm in an office all day. Then I'm at a meal with them. Then I'm at an office all day. Then I'm at a Christmas party. Like it's just non-stop.
You're doing
and then
more
I'm
than
traveling.
you would do at home.
Oh, for sure.
When you're doing your normal.
It's not even like I was just chilling. Like
but he knows and respects that as well. You don't feel that pressure to have to.
No, that I did think that
is want to do.
That is one really good thing with Liam, like you say, because he is quite chilled. He wasn't messaging me constantly, like he checking like how's it going, how's your training, like you're gonna smash it, like so it was nice to get some messages throughout the day.
Not messages,
but not like you've not called me. Why haven't you called me?
Or even just like you say. Sort of messages that are not even that direct, but that make you feel that you need
like
to be...
oh, you forgot you got a family, like indirect digs
or how you getting on.
That would annoy me if he would be like that. But no, it was really cool. He understands obviously that.
I love that. That's
non-stop.
It's a nice feeling to know that I'm very much like that with anything anyway. So we're very, very lucky in that respect. Very, very lucky.
So that was really fun.
I've had Lexi had her. She had to she switched the lights on, the Christmas lights on in Pilar. And she's part of a flamenco dance school, so she did that, her flamenco dance. Yeah, it was good. It was lovely. Obviously, I felt it was probably the worst night. That was the night I felt like, can we just please hurry up and go? Do you know what I mean? Whereas usually I'm at the front
late
with my camera. This was an earlier one.
That is an earlier one.
Earlier one. But it was lovely. They even had like fake snow coming off the roof and everything. Cool. It was really cool. Because at first I was like, what is that? Is it? I thought it was like the dust from the fire. It was like stupid. It doesn't even exist, but like dust from fireworks. Then after a while, obviously it started pumping, and it was. And then they went and did their their dance. So no, that was lovely.
She's done that for a while now. She's really stuck at it.
She's done flamenco for a long, long time. Yeah, good few years now.
That's good because, like I say, I was definitely a flip-flopper as a kid with like hobbies and stuff.
She has been we were literally talking about yesterday with her friend. She's done rhythmic gymnastics. She's done guitar.
She has tried a lot.
She's done a lot, loads. So has the boys, to be fair, but they've always stuck with one.
With at least one, yeah.
Which I think for them is football and flamenco. So.
Yeah, Kaysen's got his show coming up this weekend.
And he's his drama, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is his 4th one. Yeah. So for 2 years he's been going to that.
Do you know what I mean? So it is, and that's every week.
Yeah.
Well, obviously Alexi's twice. When rehearsals come, it's every day of the week, 2 hours. It's a lot. So she's got now her next one is she's turning the lights on in Murcia.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, she gets to turn the light. I know, do whatever she's got to do. So yeah, she's doing that.
The dance group that she goes to are very involved in.
Yeah, very involved.
And like doing the performances. Because normally, like you say, it's a show.
Yeah.
But they're like always doing something somewhere.
Parade, switch on, whatever.
Especially this time of year.
The only thing they don't do is competition, which I've noticed. Okay. None of them do competition. None of the classes that do do competition.
I think competitive stuff's good for kids, but at the same time, it's also nice to just not have to have that competitive side to it.
Yeah,
and
it depends how much I think
being able to at least show it is good, because there's nothing worse than getting good at something and just you do nothing with it.
Yeah, exactly. So we did that. That was lovely. Well, I felt shit, but it was lovely. And
you helped Morgan with his nativity.
Yes, Morgan's nativity. Oh, bless him. So we had this kind of project at school. Well, it was actually a competition, but at the same time, it's sort of a mark for his technology as well. So they had to make their own nativity.
Yeah.
So we had like the dimensions of what it had to be, or no bigger, if you know what I mean, or no smaller. So that was hard enough. But to start it off, we kind of just, you know what it's like here in the Chinese shop, you get everything, can't you? So we kind of smashed it. It is. So we kind of smashed it out the first time with a vision of what I had, and like sent him into
You
school.
had or Morgan had?
Well, we had together. We had together because he was just. In a Chinese shop, he ends up going to another aisle, and he's sitting there like, right, what are we doing? You know what I mean? And he's coming back with other stuff, you know, like on the next aisle. So we did go into school with this vision that we had together, and then he came home with it, what he'd done. And to be fair, with the tools or whatever you want to say, because it's not like he has what I had in secondary school, not even here in England, like your technology woodwork room, you know, like that was brilliant. Nothing like that. And I don't even think I sent him in with a glue gun or anything. You know what I mean? So he'd come back with it, and to be fair, with what he had, it was all right. But I was a bit like, I feel like we need to just change it. Let's start again. So
let's start again.
Literally kind of swiped the board that we had, flipped it over, and kind of built on that, and made I nearly said shed. It's a stable, isn't it?
Stable.
The stable, and the baby, and Mary and Joe. Well, Maria and Jose.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
And that, and and all that kind of thing. And so we smashed it out, but it was like another day of Lexi had a party the other side of the bleeding moon, and Mitch had to go and pick Morgan up. I took Lexi to a party. Then obviously I was helping Morgan with the nativity, so Morgan came here with Mitch. Mitch stayed there with Lexi. I went with Morgan. You know what it's like with kids, hobbies, parties, everything else, homework. So yeah, me and Morgan got home. We all had dinner in different places as well. So wherever you are, just eat, because it's just going to be easier. Okay?
Yeah, we're not going to be able to eat together.
That. So me and Morgan obviously did our dinner, and we started at whatever time we got home. We finished after bedtime hours. Yeah, literally. I was so happy with it for him, bless him, because it was a sort of, he was really getting involved, but at the same time, bless him, like everything, my finger, where he's burnt it on the glue gun, and then I'm like, my finger, or you know, like it's not staying up, but we got there.
It's one of those things that sounds nice in your head.
Yeah, but it's not a one-day project. It's one day. It's not even a few-hour project. This is something that should have been done, just like it was at school, but it was just the way it went. But that was another thing we smashed out.
Oh, right, yeah. So then we flipped it over and we've done something.
So we've had a lot going on. We've done a lot of Christmassy things, to be fair.
The elves?
Fuck the elves. Fuck the elves. The stupid little elves are back.
They're not back in my house.
If you've got elves in your house, oh my goodness me. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, the elves haven't made us a visit.
Don't lock the door. Don't
invite them.
At every little corner, if they can create some little elf door, because I'm telling you now, they are
a menace.
They're cute, sort of, but they are little fuckers. I'm telling you now. I am telling you now. You go to bed thinking everything's nice and chilled, and God knows what goes on.
But what baffles me is like Santa's watching the kids a lot before Christmas, and they have to behave, right? Mm-hmm. So they send these elves to these kids' houses. Surely it should be to show them how to behave.
I think it's just
why don't these elves show them, like, this is how you make your bed. This is how you help your mum.
No, this is how you
why
make
do
a
the
mess.
elves? Why are elves naughty?
Yeah, it gives me a little bit of a heart attack every time we go downstairs of what on earth is
Well, I saw Khloe Kardashian posted what her elves got up to one night. They'd left a little note saying, I went out to get candy and I might have crashed your mum's car. So the daughter was like, oh my God, because she's about 6 or 7 or whatever. So she's obviously filming her. She's followed her into the garage. Her Range Rover's parked. The doors are open. There's stuff everywhere because they've crashed it into the garage. They've knocked all their their bikes and their cars over, and obviously boxes of her Chloe popcorn stuff that she's is everywhere. But
this is what I mean. They're little pricks.
So luckily the elves haven't paid us a visit.
I think it's to show the children how naughty you can be, and don't even think about it, because the reaction of your mum and dad, I don't want the reaction with me.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be naughty and then you be good.
Yeah, I think even one of mine, they haven't been that bad this year. I was like, they have. They have.
Oh no, hopefully we don't get any visits. We've had no questions, so Kaysen, if you're happy, we're happy. Let's just not invite the elves to our house.
That's what I would say.
So to finish us off, I have a question. Do ultimatums work?
Ooh, okay.
So when I think about an ultimatum, obviously it's saying someone,
but not yes,
you
this or that.
Like, do this or else. Like, consequences, this is what I want you to do it or else. And the main one that kind of comes up when I think about ultimatums is women telling their blokes to propose.
Okay, yeah. Well, some people go really severe with that. Or
we're over.
Yeah.
So you want to marry this man.
Yeah.
But you're going to tell him that unless you do, we're going to break up.
Yeah.
But it could be anything. It could be like, buy me this Christmas present, or I'm not going to talk to you.
Yeah, see, I think that's a bit pushy. I just think I'm a bit like, well, if you're not going to do it, or you don't feel like you want to do it, why would I want to make you do it? Or even, but at the same time, like, you know, some people don't have an imagination or a. But you know what I mean?
I think there's a difference between an ultimatum and a boundary.
I feel like it's a negative.
I think so.
I feel like it's more of a... I know, if someone said that to me, I'd go, fuck off. That's how I feel.
Instant
don't
defensive,
give me an ultimate,
like,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
That's how I feel. But
even if you're thinking like, actually, I would do that, but don't tell me.
Yes, yes. It's a little bit like, well, I can say that about my best friend, but you can't say that about my best friend. It's a bit like one of those things, isn't it? So it's. I feel like it's a negative thing, but then when my way my head goes, when you kind of delve deeper into different, probably what situations could be, some explanations could probably be like, right, I kind of get it. But first off, I think it's more of a negative. I wouldn't want to.
I think when ultimatums come about trying to get what you want in a relationship, I don't think it works. Yeah. I think if you have to give someone an ultimatum to propose to you, to make it official, to take things to the next step, like move in together, like I think when it comes to relationships, like ultimatums of the next big milestone, I think that's a recipe for disaster.
It's a bit pushy, isn't it?
It's pushy, but I think, like you say, if you're having to give someone an ultimatum, they don't want to do what it is you're asking them to do. Because if they did,
they would do it.
By the time you get to an ultimatum, you've already had multiple conversations. You've already made hints. You've already had conversations around what you want to do.
If we wanted to, we would. What's that Perry song?
Exactly. If we wanted to, we would.
Yeah.
And when she announced when she announced her second pregnancy, she put, "If we wanted to, we would." Yeah. It's so true.
It is. But then at the same time, I do feel not that I actually probably know many of them, but there's probably a few. Okay, I'm just going to say men because it's the easier way. I don't want to get. They can go on at me, anyone. But that they're not really bothered about getting married. But if she wants to, I'll get married. Sort of a thing.
But then surely the conversations that you
would
have,
do it because she knows she wants to. In a
conversations
way,
and hints should be enough.
Yeah, I suppose.
If you're actually having to say, unless you propose to me by Christmas, we're over.
I would be a bit more like, well, do you want him to? Do you want someone you have to give an ultimatum to be your husband?
Because
really?
in my eyes,
they don't you want.
They don't actually want
For example.
right? So I had this conversation with someone recently, and then my view is that, especially when it comes to things like that, you're pushing someone to do something they don't actually want to do, and it's just kind of setting.
Or doesn't seem to be.
Doesn't seem to be, and you're probably setting yourself up for at some point, failure because you are pushing someone to do something they don't want to do.
Yeah.
But then when I had this conversation, another person said, yeah, but they're a type of person that if they didn't have a kick up the arse, they would never do it.
But that's what I mean. Like in some situations,
I
there
get
is
that.
just some...
But then a conversation, a hint.
But that's what I mean. It may be hard for us to believe because of how I've got to admit how our men are. Our men are very on it.
Yeah.
Like I think I mentioned once that maybe I don't even have a dressing gown, and that same week after our event, Mitch went and got me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they are very on listening, aware of what we want, need. Yeah. Sometimes I don't even know what I want or need, and Mitch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe just because we're not used to it, it's hard for us to believe that some people are. You can be so obvious with something, and.
But I think even between friends, like if you said to me, unless you don't stop talking to that person, like we're not friends anymore. Yeah, like you say, it's like pushing people to do something that they don't want to do. I don't think ever gets you what it is that you actually want. Yeah. But then I was talking to somebody else saying that we might talk about this in the pod, and they were saying, yeah, but what about things where it's like, someone who has a bit of an addiction, and it's like, unless you stop, like, then we're leaving. Then I'm like, those kind of ultimatums I get a bit more because
this one says when you delve into,
you kind of have to push those kind of people.
Yeah, so exactly that. So when you that's what I'm saying. So when you first said it to me, my first thought was that's negative. That's no, that I would, if someone did it to me, I'd just say fuck off. Like no. And again, giving it to someone else, you think, well, if you've got to give it to them, I don't really think I'd want that. Give my energy to you anyway. I want you around. Yeah. That's just not that sort of person I'd want in my life. Exactly. If that makes sense.
It shouldn't be that hard.
No. But then when you actually probably all like that for that example, then you think, well, actually, I kind of sort of get it, because it's a different situation, it's a different thing. But
is that an ultimatum, or is that then a boundary? Because whenever I've watched shows or I speak to people that have like addiction or problems within the family, it's setting a boundary of, we're not accepting that, we're not tolerating that. So maybe it's more of a boundary.
Yeah, but I think it's a little bit of both. Because it's giving them that, but it's also showing them that is your boundary, and that actually, oh shit, they are serious. Yeah. And it's not just about me not being, making this choice. Yeah. It's about the fact that actually this is who, and they probably, you get more respect because of that is what you're not letting happen. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And I think the difference between an ultimatum and a boundary is like, this is how I want our relationship to be or what I want it to look like. But I think ultimatums have like a deadline.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It feels like more of a negative. It just feels more of a negative, doesn't it? Yeah. In actual fact, they're probably...
It's pressure, isn't it, really?
Yeah, in actual fact, again, they're probably very similar in what they're trying to do, but the way they go around the meaning or the explanation of it, again, that for me first off feels very negative, and I'm not going to listen and I'm not going to do that, whereas that feels more of a, well, actually I respect you more for that and I will listen and I'm going to try and do it for that. It's a weird thing, just from two different ways of putting something forward, actually. Really, I think again, it depends on what it is. I do feel more, do you know, when you say about that, I think it's more programs I've seen on, obviously, or films or whatever, but with I'm going to call it an obsession. I'm going to say it's obsession, but I don't know. Obsession to being proposed to. Yeah. Do you know, because I never felt that. No. At all. At all. Yeah. Of that, But that, of, well, if he isn't going to propose, then we're not going to be together. Yeah. I just don't.
It's weird, actually, because for you, I never really thought that for you either. Like, I was never like, God, Mitch, when are you going to do it? Like, hurry up. Yeah. Like, because you've got your family, you've got, like, if it happens, it happens. Like, I never really even, as a friend, felt like I needed or wanted that for you.
Say to Mitch, come on.
But then having said that, it's all in the newspapers or magazines or whatever, or has been every now and then it comes up, that Sam Fairs from Towie, who is now 3 kids deep, more than 10 years, whatever it is, with her partner, and he's still not proposed. But the difference is she's expressed that that's what she wants. So I think for you, you've always been a bit like, nah, if it happens, it happens. It's not my dying wish to be married.
No, and
but
I think
for her, she has. So for the women that are in long relationships and all they want is to get married,
I just find that really
hard.
Was who else? I find that was with what was that? It's not her friend. I'm probably wrong. The other girl. There's the sisters, and then there's the friend.
Fern.
They're
not friends anymore.
Okay, sorry.
You're well out of it. There was a voice note of her slagging off one of the sisters, and then it come out.
Okay, well, I clearly do not watch anything like that anymore. But I thought that she had that kind of thing with her fella, and I don't think he gives her even much affection, or they. I don't
it's
know.
It's a weird one.
I don't watch
it,
so
I
could be
weird one because a lot of people have a lot of opinions about their relationship because they have been on a TV show with their relationship. So obviously she started when she was first pregnant with her first kid, and then they did like the baby diaries, whatever, and then they had the sister show with all the kids in it, and they got a lot of flack for their relationship. Because he isn't very affectionate. He doesn't seem to have much emotion. He doesn't seem to, I don't know,
have any info about him.
Yeah.
It's a bit magoo.
Yeah. Obviously, you can just go off what you see. So behind closed doors, who knows? And they got pregnant very quickly. So it could just be that she's wanting to just stay to keep the family together, or he's a different person without the cameras because he isn't that type of person, and they kind of not forced him into it, but it wasn't his plan to be a reality TV guy. Yeah. So maybe it's just that. But I think the difference is she wants it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's quite well known.
She spoke about wanting to get married, and it's just gone on for like 13 odd years now.
That's a long. I think for me, if anyone ever mentioned anything, I think I had my vision as because I had my first child so young that if I was going to ever marry, I'd marry it as a family.
Well, you already, exactly. You already put it off, so it's like, I definitely can't get married for at least 10 years because I want all my kids. Now I've started, I want all my kids at the wedding.
That's how I felt.
So
that kind of put the pressure off Mitch, really.
Yeah, exactly. You turn it right off. But like you said, you knew that it would be nice to be married, but at the same time, you were never...
It didn't make or break us, though.
Or like you were desperate that it needed to be at a certain time.
Yeah.
But I think I do feel for those women because in one way I'm like, I don't know if I'd care. I obviously got engaged quite young, so I never really got to the point of I was waiting for it. But at the same time, I don't think I'd want to be
feeling
a 20-year girlfriend.
Yeah, or not. Like you, I do. I think you're, well, I don't know, I was.
Yeah, but like you say, because you've had your kids and you were doing it, you were putting it off.
But it's more the knowing. I think if you are so, I'm just, if you're a girl, anyone, whatever, but if you're a girl who's had that dream of being a bride and you've got your prince and you've got your children or whatever, you haven't got your children, you've got your prince, and it's quite well known, and he knows that that's how you feel, and it's still. I'd question a bloke, to be honest. I kind of understand. Well, are we or we not? Because it's something I really want. It's just like going and them supporting you in having a career or whatever it is.
To be honest, it was only really when I saw someone talk about getting divorced and how, like, obviously everyone talks about how bad divorce is, but it's like. Marriage is a lot bigger than what people think. Yeah, we can get divorced. Yeah, you can move on. But you're actually signing a contract.
I know.
I don't think people
said that to you,
I don't think people realise like what you're actually signing into and what that contract means. So if you end up becoming a millionaire because you started a company, like Mitch gets half.
Yeah, because that's what the contract says.
Exactly. And there's been celebrities that have, like, people are coming for half of their stuff or trying to get royalties on songs that they've wrote about them. And, like, you don't realise the impact of the contract that you're signing. And I don't necessarily agree that you know, those contracts are very, very old.
Yes.
Like, it's been around for forever.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily agree in we have to sign a bit of paper for it to be love. I don't think that. But I think there needs to be some sort of symbol that you're committing to each other, whether that is actually signing, whether that is just a ceremony and you don't actually sign because it's not for you, whatever. But I think there needs to be some sort of sign of commitment.
Yeah.
But it needs to be, like you say, if the woman really wants it and you've got kids to get... Kids are lifelong, like, at the end of the day. That's more of a commitment
I was going to say,
marriage.
I feel that for what we, especially me and Mitch, have been through over... So we're getting married on our 20-year anniversary. So what we've been through in them 20 years, and that's a lot. And I haven't even got halfway through certain things that we've gone through, kind of thing, on this podcast. But I feel like that we've already proven that commitment without signing a contract.
For sure.
However, in other situations,
I want something.
Yeah, I do. I just want it. I actually want to do what we're doing more, just to. I don't know, really, just to seal that.
More of a celebration of like we've come through a lot.
Yeah,
and I like that, actually, because I did see something the other day. Oh, I can't remember. I think it was Holly Hagan, who was on Geordie Shore. She'd done an interview with this guy, Paul. I actually quite like his interviews, this podcast on YouTube. And she was saying, like, they waited 6 years to have their son, their first kid. She's now announced she's pregnant with her second. But she was like, we've been through a lot that I feel like we can get through anything now. With their first kid, he cried for 1.5 years. They did not enjoy being parents. They nearly broke up over it. Like, so she was quite honest with. Not many people admit that. She's like, I get why a lot of people break up in that first year. But
and people aren't honest about it either. People are so quick to post how picture perfect life
exactly.
is.
So she's come out and said, I've not enjoyed being a mum until now.
Yeah.
And actually, we're really scared about having a second one because of what we went through. But I feel like we're more prepared.
Yes.
So she's been honest. But I think I like that because, me and Liam got married after we've been together 10 years. And even at that point, we were still young. We hadn't gone through a lot. Like, I feel like a lot of people meet someone, within a couple of years, they're getting married. And it's like, you haven't really experienced the highs and lows and the curveballs that life throws at you enough to survive it. And I feel like, sometimes people are a bit too quick to jump into getting married. I feel like long engagements, good couple of years together, you know, losing family members, you know, big job losses or new careers. Life is so unpredictable and not all of it is good.
No.
And a lot of it is inevitable, going to happen at some point. You know, miscarriage, all those things that you just don't expect. So, like,
to sign that contract so early on, it is. And when you put it like that, me and Mitch have been through things that people don't even go through in their 60 years of marriage.
Yeah.
So I know that, again, it makes no difference to us if we get married or not get married. It really makes no difference. But it's going to be lovely for that memory and just that moment with our children and our parents and brother and sister.
And I quite like the wife thing. Yeah. Like, it feels more official.
It's a bit easier because do you know how many different names I'm called? I'm called whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't ever say I'm Mitch's fiance. Do you know what I mean?
Fiance is a weird word. I never really liked the fiance thing.
Partner's what I use a lot.
I think I even still say partner sometimes.
Partner's what I use a lot. I think it was like an age thing when I stopped using girlfriend. I don't know why.
It's true because, like you say, you get to an age where you don't feel like girlfriend's appropriate.
Yeah, so I haven't used girlfriend in a long, long time. And
partner's the word, I think.
Yeah, and I feel like I can't use wife because I'm not his wife.
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I basically am, but I'm not.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I've seen people like where the blokes referred to them, it's my wife. Yeah. And it's like, did you marry me?
Yeah.
Did you put a ring on it?
He did say, Mitch Stephen says when he says it to someone, he goes, I had to say wife because it was just easier than I was like, okay, it's fine.
No, it's true. Like, I think, some of the whole wedding, marriage, contract stuff is a little bit outdated, but at the same time, I think I must still hold some traditional things for it because I definitely would prefer to be called someone's wife.
Yeah.
Obviously, you sign the paper on the day and you don't think about it again until you get divorced.
And it depends. Some people see different things of what a wife is and what marriage is, you know.
Exactly.
So what we're thinking and what we're talking
ours never changed us. And I think that's... Liam always says that. Well, it's obviously good because, like, it never changed us.
Yeah.
Like our roles and what we do is our version of what a relationship is and what works for us.
Exactly.
And getting married never really changed that.
And you didn't need to give each other an ultimatum to get there.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly that. So I didn't actually have to, obviously, to do anything. I was completely shocked when I was proposed to. So I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But I've had to give ultimatum. Well, you do even to the kids.
I was thinking that as we were talking. I'm pretty sure we give kids ultimatums every day.
Yeah, to be fair,
if you don't do that.
Yeah, as I was saying, when you actually delve into how many different situations, but first off, of that conversation and that debate, and in that situation, I would say it's a negative. I would say it's a little bit of a red flag. Yeah. And in my eyes, let's just because of this conversation, as a woman, is that the really man that you want? Is that the husband that you want? But that's just me. That's just how I would feel. You know what I mean? So,
because if you have to drag him down the aisle, like,
or more or less,
is it going to last? And is he a type of person, like you say, is he going to be?
Or at the same time, is it just because you want to know? You know, like, well, are we or not? Because if you're not, it's not.
I think a lot of people say that. Like, so I don't need it tomorrow, but I need to know that it's in our relationship, and I'm not waiting 15 years for it. But you know. And I think that's fair enough.
I think that's fair because you can go on to even like children.
And like I say, if you want it and you know that's in your future, you need to know early on, like, are we on the same page? Do we both want marriage? What type of wedding? What type of marriage? Do we both want kids? What kind of lifestyle do we want? And I think that is one thing that I don't think many people talk about.
No.
Finances, like how... most people know each other's finances or combined finances or even keep it separate, but you just know. But then I've seen people that are getting married and they don't know what the other person has or earns.
That's actually more common than I thought.
Nowadays, I think it is, especially because if you do meet later on in life. But yeah, I think it's a bit strange.
It is, but again, this is the way things are.
If it works for them, but I think, it's strange for me because I've never done that. But I think the main takeaway is before jumping into marriage, you should be on the same page with what are your life values? What do you want your lives to look like? What do you value? Is it traveling? Is it having money saved? Is it splurging? Like, you have to be on the same page with some of the... When I think even... I was watching one of those shows, Love is Blind or whatever. So they meet, they fall in love, but they don't see each other. Then they are engaged for 4 weeks before the wedding and they get to see each other and then they have to decide. And some of them were talking about like abortion. Like, well, if I was to fall pregnant and I found out that the baby was disabled and the doctors advised me that you could continue with the pregnancy or not, I would get an abortion. And the bloke's like, well, that's completely against what I... And it's like... Would you ever have that conversation with someone that you're talking about getting married to?
No. Well, me and Mitch actually have had that conversation. Weirdly enough, it's weird. That's a really, really weird example because it's so random. But yeah,
not most people do.
They're not. But none of those conversations are. But at the same time, going on to the ultimatum question, I would. Again, it depends on the situation, but generally, having to give someone an ultimatum would also make me question.
The whole thing.
What's going on? You know what I mean? Again, I know we give it to our children and I can't really get rid of them.
Yeah, but they're small things.
No, but just, they are. That's what I'm saying. So it depends on the situation. Yeah. But I would also probably, look at the question of, well, if I've got to give this person an ultimatum. Yeah. That's a bit of a red flag for me.
Well, I'd like to hear from the listeners if you have given an ultimatum and it's all worked out.
Yeah. Or has it flopped and it's gone completely against you? Or has
it actually, it's not worked. Yeah. Then, let us hear your stories.
And why? Like you say, there's fucking loads of different reasons. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Of why and how. Yeah. So, but the first question of that is, I didn't realise how common it was, actually, of the ultimatum of, like, are you going to propose or that's it?
Yeah. I think with women, you feel that like biological urge and like your friends are, you just feel like you're at a stage of life where you think you need it. And I think you should probably do some internal work as well because, but if you are years deep, if you are serious, if you have kids, and if you're living together and if it's something that you really want, then I think you should
Yeah, it's a different
not
question,
give an ultimatum, but definitely have a conversation.
Do you want this or not?
and decide what to do about it. But I don't think giving the ultimatum,
or just making it clear of how much it means to you.
Yeah,
you know, and then nothing.
That should be enough.
It,
and if it's not,
yeah,
red flag. Right, guys. We'll catch up with you again soon.
Yeah, we will. And watch out for them fucking elves.
Yes. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Do it.
I don't know what we're up to, but we're, I think, over 150 odd now.
Get in.
So
keep going.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Take care.